So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, now before I talk about one of the triple threat matches, there's a few segments we gotta talk about before we talk about the match. Now, one of the segments is we see the Judgment Day backstage, all four of them talking and stuff, and Rhea Ripley was talking about how she's going to win the triple threat match tonight, and then go on and beat whoever next week, and then go on to beat Bianca Belair to become the new Raw Women's Champion, and everybody in the Raw Women's locker room would then call her Mommy. So yeah, that's what Rhea Ripley said, and she's getting ready for that match now. But then after that, we see another backstage segment where we see JBL's poker invitation, where we see a lot of people backstage, the OC, Baron Corbin and all them playing poker, and we see Dexter Lumis come up with the bag, and JBL was like, I know you don't got no money because you just signed a WWE contract last week, so you're absolutely broke, so you should not be in this. And he just dumps the bag full of money, and JBL was like, you know what, you're in this now. So yeah, that's what happened there in that segment. But then after that, we see Bayley make her way down to the ring because she's in this triple threat match, and then she gets interrupted by Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch comes down through the crowd and stuff, talking about how the last time her and Bayley had a one-on-one match was like 3 years ago, and that, while she was gone with pregnancy and all that stuff, that Bayley was holding down the Thunderdome era and stuff like that. So, and then Becky was like, Bayley was like, well, yeah, I understand that and I know, but nobody cares about that right now. And I'm wanting to win this match to go face Bianca and beat her for the Raw Women's Championship. And then Becky was like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen and stuff. But then she gets out the ring, Rhea Ripley comes walking down for the match, and Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley gets face to face, for like a little bit, staring off at each other. So yeah, it looks like maybe we're going to get a feud between Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley. It'd be pretty cool to see. So yeah, that's what it looks like is going to be happening. And then Asuka makes her way down to the ring, and then we get the match started. Bayley versus Asuka versus Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match. Winner of this match faces the winner of the next triple threat match later on tonight, and then one-on-one number one contenders match for next week's Raw. So yeah, in this match, it was a pretty good match. At the ending of this match, we see Asuka lock on the armbar at one point onto Rhea Ripley, trying to make her tap out. And then we see Bayley jumping off the second turnbuckle with the elbow drop onto Asuka, breaking up that submission, and then pins Asuka, but Asuka kicked out at 2. And then Bayley lifts her back up, hitting the Bayley to belly onto Asuka, pins her 1, 2. Rhea Ripley breaks up the pin at 2. Rhea Ripley throws Bayley out the ring, and then Rhea Ripley runs up the steel steps, trying to hit like a cannonball onto Bayley outside the ring, but Bayley moves out the way, and Rhea Ripley crashed and burned pretty much outside the ring, hitting the floor hard as hell. She gets back into the ring. Asuka was trying, get Bayley by trying to roll her up and stuff, with Bayley kicking out at 2. Asuka climbs up the second turnbuckle, jumps off with a missile drop kick, but Bayley moves out the way. Asuka crashed and burned, and then Bayley lifts her up, hitting the rose plant onto Asuka, and then pins her for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Bayley defeated Asuka and Rhea Ripley tonight in the triple threat match. It should be going on for the match next week for No More Contenders match. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good match. And then after the match ended, Rhea Ripley gets mad, gets into the ring, starts attacking Asuka, beating her down stuff, and then hits the riptide onto Asuka, laying her out. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff. For the match and what happened after the match, I'll give it all 4 stars. That's why I'll give it pretty good stuff. But yeah, up next we're going to be seeing Seth Rollins up next on Raw, because he was making his way down to the ring. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then.